Okay. Sorry, there was a connection issue. I think I will again share the presentation. Right. As I already saying, so if you learn one language, it is very easy to go to the next language. Already you know about what are the variables, what are the comments, what are the if statements or the conditional statements. The same thing you have to learn it here. Just you have to learn what is the syntax here, any difference from the previous language, and if it is so, what is. Just only that's the way you have to learn. Right. Now we are going to, I have shown what are the things in the PHP you have to learn as well, right? Uh, Next, we are going to learn about comments in the PHP. Why we are using comments, you already know. To let others understand your code. If you are working in a project, a group project, you can use some comments, email notifications in from this code. This code is joined with here, and this is the thing happens within this code. Likewise, small comments you can add and remind yourself what you did. Maybe you have to remind yourself for, not for others. If there is lengthy coding, if it is a huge project, you have to do some notes there in the coding file itself. In that case, you can use comments because it will not run in the script. And to find errors, sometimes we are using comments, isn't it? Because we can comment some code in lines itself. So codings are running executing program. You can comment those lines and check whether now error is also coming. Likewise, coding lines also you can temporarily stop from the scripting, from the running. Then you can find out errors that will be easy. So all those things are some usage of commenting. So here we are using single line comments and the multi-line comments from here. So I will going to do my first PHP program. So I'm here also using Notepad++. So after that we'll move to Visual Code as well in this semester. But in these things we'll use Notepad++. Every one of you, I think, having Notepad++ as well. Now I'm going to write PHP code. So how to write PHP code? I will give you a time, right? First, look at here. This is opening tag of the PHP. This is closing tag of the PHP. In this between, you can write anything. And I will save this file to where we are going to save? In the desktop? No. Yeah, now we are not going to save it in desktop because this is a PHP file and it should run with local host. In a host, it should run. So where we have to save it, you have to install SAM software first. No, you already have installed, right? So once you install SAM software, normally it is by default installing the C partition. Otherwise, if you want to install SAM in any other partition, we'll say that your C partition is completely filled. And if you're having any other partitions like D or E, it is also okay. You can install SAM software to anywhere in your computer. That doesn't matter. But you have to save this file inside the SAM folder. So go to the inside SAM folder. In my case, that is in also C partition. In your case, if you install SAM folder in D partition, then goes to there. And there is a folder called htdocs. Go inside the htdocs. Here, you can create a new folder. Create a new folder. We'll say SEM3, or we'll say my project. My project, my pro, I will say my pro, right? In my project. That is in simple terms. My project, my pro. I have create a new folder, and inside that folder, you can use any file name to save this. We'll say 1.php. 1.php. This is my first file of the PHP project. You can say you don't want to say the same thing. You can write it any name with it. You can rename it if you want. So this is how I'm going to write PHP. And it is very important where you have saved that. You have to save it inside the SAM folder, inside the htdocs folder, and create a folder there with any name, my pro or my project. Inside there, save this file with the file extension. What is the file extension? .php, .php. And in very first, I will say echo. Echo is for print. Echo is for print. In Java, what we have used? System.out.println. It is same like this. So in PHP, it's very easy. Echo. We'll say, welcome to PHP. Welcome to PHP. And how I'm going to run this file? So you have to open a browser. It is better if you can open the Chrome, right? Because when you are going to develop projects, it will be easy to familiar with the Chrome web browser because to uh, some features there are available for the developing tools to find bugs. It will easy to use Chrome web browser. Anyway, you can use any web browser. It doesn't matter Opera or anything. But it's better if you can use Chrome browser. In the Chrome browser, you have to type localhost and your project name, in my case, that is my pro, and my file name 1.php. This is how I'm going to run my project. Localhost mypro 1.php. Right. It has displayed the here like welcome to PHP. Can you do it by your end as well? Shall we write very first PHP file? And let me know whether it's working in your project as well. If you have any issues, you can ask. I will just give 2 minutes for you. 3 minutes for you. හරි. ඔයාගේ පැත්තෙනුත් මේ විදිහටම හදලා සේව් කරලා අප් කරලා බලන්න. මොනවා හරි issues තියෙනවා නම් follow කරන්න බැරි වෙච්ච step එකක් තියෙනවා නම් chat එකේ දාන්න. කරලා ඉවර වෙලා මට done කියලා දාන්න. මෙන්න මෙච්චරයි ඕනේ. මට මේක ලියලා පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ. I just want to type this and save it in relevant place and just open with the web browser and make sure it's working. If you have any issues, you can ask in the chat box. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Once you finish, let me know with done. Okay, very good. I'll wait for others as well. හරි sure. අපි මේක save කරන්නේ මේ විදිහට. දැන් අපි මේක ලියලා තියෙනවානේ. If you want to save it, do like this, right? So go to File, Save. So in this case, I'm going to save as because already it has saved. No, එක දැන් save වෙලානේ තියෙන්නේ, right? ඊට පස්සේ යන්න ඔයාගේ SAMP එකේ. ඔයා හොයාගෙන යන්න ඔයාගේ SAMP එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? C partition එකේ ඇති බොහෝ විට නැත්නම් SAMP තියෙන තැනට යන්න. SAMP එකට ගියා, htdocs එකට ගියා, htdocs කියලා ෆෝල්ඩර් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක ඇතුළට ගියා. ඊට පස්සේ ඔය ෆෝල්ඩර් එකක් හදන්න. කැමති නමකින් මම නම් my pro කියලා හැදුවේ. කැමති නමකින් මෙතන මේ free space එකේ right click කරලා මෙතනදිම ඔයාලට ෆෝල්ඩර් එක හදන්න පුළුවන්. මම නම් හැදුවේ මයිප්‍රෝ කියලා එතෙන්ට යන්න. ගිහිල්ලා මෙන්න මෙතෙන්ට ඇවිල්ලා ඔයා කැමති නමක් දීලා අපි 1 කියලා දෙමුකෝ නේද? 1 කියලා දීලා හැබැයි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම එක්ස්ටෙන්ෂන් එක ඕනේ 1.php .php පාර්ට් එක අනිවාර්යෙන් ඕනේ. හරි මම මෙතන කැන්සල් කරන ඕල්රෙඩි මම සේව් කරපු නිසා එතන සේව් කරන්න. සේව් කරලා බ්‍රවුසර් එකෙන් ඕපන් කරන්න local host ඔයාගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ නම ඔයාගේ local host ස්ලෑෂ් එකක් ගැහුවා ඔයාගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ නම ස්ලෑෂ් එකක් ගැහුවා 1.php. If you're having still issues, you can ask, or else if you have done, let me know. වට තව ටයිම් ඕනේද ඉෂුස් තියෙනවද මොනවා හරි සේව් කරන්න ගියාම ඉෂුස් එනවද කියලා අහන්න. මෙතනදී ඔයා ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක අප් කරනකොට හරියට බලන්න ඔයා දැන් දීලා තියෙන නම් හැම වැරදි නම් මේක එන්නේ නැහැ. local host ඔයාගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ නම ෆයිල් එකේ නම හරියට දෙන්න. ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ නම ෆයිල් එකේ නම. අනිත් දේ තමයි සෑම්ප් එක අප් කරලා ඉන්න. The other one important thing is you have to up the SAMP, right? Otherwise it will not work anyways. කොහොමත් වැඩ කරන්නේ මේ සෑම්ප් එක අප් කරලා ඉන්න ඕනේ Apache MySQL. I didn't mention it earlier as you already know those things, right? අපි Sem2 එකෙත් මේක කරපු නිසා මම නැවත mention කළේ නැත්තේ. මෙතන අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම SAMP control panel එක අප් කරගෙන, ඒ කියන්නේ මේක click කරලා එතකොට running state එකේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ Apache සහ MySQL. You have to make sure these are works, right? මේක මොකක් හරි error එකක් හරි පෙන්නනවා නම් මේක කොහෙත්ම මෙතනින් පෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ. Is it okay? Shall we move to the next step or do you need more time? We'll check if you can share the screen with them, I can check it. ඔයාට screen එක share කරන්න පුළුවන්කමක් තියෙනවා නම් මට බලන්න පුළුවන් මොකක්ද ඔයාගේ issue එක කියලා. මොකක්ද issue එක කියලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. අපි බලමු ඒ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. හරි. එතකොට live session එකේ වට එහෙම්ම හරි මේක අප් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඕකේ. යන්න බලන්න අපේ Chrome file එකට. හරි. යන්න බලන්න අපේ Chrome එකට. PHP file එක. හරි. ඔයාගේ local host එකේ ගහන්න ඕන විදිහ මං හිතන්නේ සමහරට වරද්දක් නැති local host right local host ඔයාගේ project එකේ නම. ඔතන PHP my admin වෙනුවට ඔයාගේ slash එකක් ගහලා project එකේ නම. slash එකක් ගහලා project එකේ නම. නිකම්ම අර right ඒකේ slash එක ගැහුවා. හරි. එතන ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ නම දාන්න ඔයාගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක සේව් කරපු නම. ඔයාගේ notepad++ එකට ගියත් ඔයාගේ පෙන්නයි සේව් කරලා තියෙන්නේ කොහෙද කියලා. htdocs ඔයා ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් ෆෝල්ඩරයක් හදලා නැහැ නේද? ඔයා කෙලින්ම මේක සේව් කරලා. එතකොට php1.php කියලාම සේව් කරලා. ඕකේ save as යන්නකො ෆයිල් save as යන්න. ඔයා ෆෝල්ඩර් එකක් හදලා නැතුවයි සේව් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඔතන save as යන්න. හරි. ඔතනින් htdocs එකේ නෝ ෆෝල්ඩරයක් හදන්න මුලින්. ෆෝල්ඩර් එකක් හදන්න ෆ්‍රී ස්පේස් එකක ඔයා නිකම්ම ඒකත් ඉතින් අන්න එහෙම හදන්නකෝ මයිප්‍රෝ කියලා හරි ෆෝල්ඩර් එකක්. ස්පේස් තියන්න එපා. සාමාන්‍ය ෆෝල්ඩර්ස් හදද්දි ස්පේස් තියන්න එපා. කැපිටල් P කරන්න ඔයාට ඕන නම් ස්පේස් තියන්නම එපා. ඔයාට දෙකක් හදන්න ඕන නම් නම් දෙකක් නම් කැමති නම් කැපිටල් කරන්න එහෙම අවශ්‍යත් නැහැ. හරි. ඒක ඇතුළට යන්න හදපු ෆෝල්ඩරේ ඇතුළට යන්න. හරි. දැන් ඔතන PHP ඒකේ නමත් ස්පේස් තියන්න එපා. සිතුම් PHP ස්පේස් 1 එහෙම තියන්න එපා. එතන ඔයා PHP කියලා දානකොට වඩා හොඳයි වෙන නමක් දැම්මම නම් 1 කියලා විතරක් දාන්න. 1 කියලා විතරක් දාන්න. ඒක ගැටලුවක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. සේව් කරන්න නිකම්ම. මොකද දැන් ඔයා already PHP ෆයිල් එකක් කළානේ. නිකම්ම සේව් කරන්න. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔයා ඉදිරියේදී සේව් කරනකොට 1.php දැන් already PHP ෆයිල් එකක් වුණු නිසා. හරි යන්න දැන් Chrome එකට. දැන් උතන ගහන්න local host URL එකේ myphp නේ. ඔයාගේ හැටියට නම් myphp i/ එකක් ගහලා 1.php 1.php right then okay I will share the screen again right then අපි යන්නේ the next step is right okay right the next step is we are going to learn the comments now but before that I want to show you just like some magic like that right so here I'm going to actually not a magic but you have to learn about this I'm going to embed PHP in HTML. We can't forget HTML. Even though we learn PHP, without HTML, we can't do nothing, isn't it? Because to having the structure, we need HTML. No, මොකද අපිට අර ඇටස කිල්ල නැතුව හැම තිබ්බට හරියන්නේ නැහැනේ අපි. Without stickle horn, if we have skin, that doesn't work. Because structure is must. ඒ නිසා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි HTML ඇතුලේ තමයි PHP use කරන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ HTML අර ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක ගහලා දෙනවනේ අපිට. ඉතින් HTML ටැග්ස් එහෙම ඔන්න අමතක කරන්න බෑ. ඒවා අපිට ඕනමයි. ඉතින් මම දැන් මේ ෆයිල් එක HTML එකක් දාගන්නවා. See what I'm going to do. HTML file එක. Maybe you ask then it should save as .html no. No. It doesn't matter. Right? Even though you use HTML tags inside here, it's okay. It's totally okay. You can use like this. Right? I'm going to use head tags and after title tags. These things you already know. I'm not going to explain. Shall I use here our institute name as well? So then title it means in the here it will shows like that and this is PHP tags and after that body tag is there. Inside the body tag I'm using this PHP tag. right? This is my HTML file. Shall we check whether any issues in here? I'm refreshing because I have done some things, major changes. Nothing. It's totally okay, and you can see in my title tag, I have inserted the smart ID now here. It shows as that name because if we add something into title tags, it will show us in the web browser here, right? In this uh, tab in the tab it shows like that. That's also works. So what is I'm going to say magic is if I want to make this h1, did you remember what is mean by h1? Have h1 is heading tag. If I want to before that I will show this is my font, right? Very small fonts there, and I want to make it as heading. Then inside PHP I'm using h1 tag here. Inside PHP, I'm using HTML tags. Inside PHP, I'm using HTML tags. Shall we check whether it works or not? Right. It works. This is heading 1. Right? Likewise, you can make, this is just like mixing of PHP and HTML. So that is why we say PHP is really compatible with all the languages, all things, right? So all the HTML tags and PHP tags we can combine like this. ඔන්න බලන්න ඒකෙදි මම කරගත්තේ මේ h1 tag එකක් මේක ඇතුලෙන් දාගත්තා. එතකොට heading tag එකත් respond කරා. දැන් මේක PHP file එකක් හැබැයි. PHP file එකක් .php, right? But you can use HTML tags. I'm sending this code for you, and also you can code it by yourself as well. As if you want, I have sent the coding as well. You can check by your end as well whether it's working. ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේ කෝඩ් එක මම ඒවට රීප්ලේස් කරගන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ කෝඩ් එක. එතනින් එහාට අනිත් එක හදාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. රීප්ලේස් කරලා බලන්න දැන් මේක වැඩ කරනවද කියලා. මේ විදිහටම heading tag එක එහෙම ඔයාට පෙන්නනවද කියලා. You can type it as well. To save the time, I have sent the coding. But in the other things, you have to do the coding by yourself. Only for the very first coding, I have sent it. So between these two tags, you have to write PHP. Whatever you want, PHP tags, you have to write between these two tags. This is PHP opening tag. This is PHP closing tag. After that, you can type HTML. After that, you can type HTML, or before that, you can type here HTML. What a tags, a PHP tag එකෙන් එළිය HTML tag. Not only outside those tags, also inside here you can see inside within the PHP, within double quotes, you can type the HTML tags. Right. Then you can check in your end as well. Now I'm moving to the next one. We are going to talk about comments now. Still we didn't talk about comments, right? I will show about comments as well. Right. Then I will use another echo within double quotes. We'll say hello. This is another one, hello, right? I will refresh my browser. Look at what I'm going to do. It is also display another line called hello as well, right? If I use another line, again I'm saying echo, and another line I'm going to say I am learning PHP. We'll say another line is I am learning PHP. Shall I refresh and check whether it's also displayed here? Right, you can see all the lines are displayed. Hello, I am learning PHP, and here also. Right. Now, I want to, you can see hello and I am learning PHP in the same line here. Without any line break. Can you see? Without any line break, here it is. can you give me modified code? I want to make this in 2 lines. Hello in one line. I am learning PHP must be displayed in another line. I'm just asking a small question from you. If it is so, what should I do? මේ දෙක මට දෙකකට ලියා ගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේක එකකටනේ පෙන්නන්නේ. එකකට එපා. මට මේක ලයින් බ්‍රේක් එකක් ඕනේ. දැන් උඩ එක නම් ලයින් බ්‍රේක් වෙලා කොහොම හරි. කොහොමද ඒ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? H1 එකෙන් ඒක ඔටෝමැටිකලි ලයින් බ්‍රේක් වෙලා. So what should I do if I want to take? Yeah, I will check. Hello. Yes, of course. Very good. Your answer is correct, Odarika. So if I want to make a line break, very simple thing I have to do. After the hello, just add the BR tag. Line break tag in the HTML. Yes, very good. Then it will goes to the 2 lines. Right. Then I'm going to teach you. You can type all these content in your project as well. Then I want to temporarily stop this hello word. Then you can use comments. This is the commenting. So now you know what is meant by commenting and why we are using. If you want to add some notes in the file and if you want to explain the coding, this hello is hidden because I have commented that line. This is really useful when we are finding some errors also, right? I have commented it. And if you want to comment this line also, you can use commenting here as well. Commenting. So it will also not display it there, right? So also you can use, this is the common commenting way, right? Common commenting way is that, and this one is also works as comment. This hash mark, it also included in the presentation, right? I have used only this one is displayed. This line is commented still, right? You can use like that. And also you can use multi-line comments. How you use multi-line comment? So, slash, asterisk mark, and here asterisk mark, slash. Multi-lines, 2, 3 lines or 4, 5 lines, even more than lines. At once you can comment with multi-line comments. So then 2 lines I have commented with that. A block of the codes commenting. So I'm not sending that course because that is in the presentation as well. You can do it yourself. So this is about the commentings. Commenting. I will share the presentation with you at the end of the lecture. Right. The next one, we are going to talk about variables. You don't want to explain me now, right? You already know about the variable. Variable starts from, if it is PHP variable, any variable start from which sign? Dollar mark, followed by the name of the variable. A variable name must start with a letter or an underscore character. And another feature of the variable, you can't start it with a number. It must start with letter or underscore. Underscore is also okay. Otherwise, you have to use as a starting character a letter. You can't use numbers, right? Variable names, again I'm highlighting, cannot start with a number. Cannot start with a number. But variable name can contain any alphanumeric characters. A to Z, 0 to 9, underscores. You can use alphanumeric characters. Variable names are, as I already said, case sensitive. Normally, generally, PHP is not case sensitive for keywords, for functions, for methods. Those are not case sensitive. But for the variables, $H and $H are two different variables. Because of that, we'll use for an entire code simple case. That is the best way to not having these struggles, right? Because we are using all the simples. Then it will not having any issues. No? That will be better. Right. So, however, variable names are case sensitive. Case sensitive. And also for the variables, you have to start with letter or underscore. You can't use numbers to starting. But after that, you can use, right? What I'm saying is, So we'll declare a variable here. I'm declaring variable dollar. We'll say my name. This is okay. You can use variables, but variable name like that. But if you use 2 here, that is incorrect. That is a number, no? But if you use it after that or in between, if you use any numbers, then okay. Then no. got me මැද්දට මෙහෙට එහෙම numbers use කරන්න පුළුවන්. But in the very beginning character, as the very beginning character, don't use numbers. And as the very first character, you have to use the letter or underscore, it's okay. ඔට ඕන underscore එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. complex කරගන්න එපා. Keep variable names as simple as it can be. And don't keep spaces. It doesn't mention in the presentation. Don't keep spaces. Don't keep spaces in between, right? Okay, so you already know. So this is how you declare some variables. This is, you don't want to say, think about whether this is int, this is a decimal, nothing. Just you have to say dollar and the variable name. Dollar and the variable name. Shall I do some variables here? Dollar, we'll say num1 equal 10. So I'm declaring variable num2. We'll say 10.5. It is decimal now. It doesn't matter. We don't want to say it is float or real. No. Right? So shall I echo this? Dollar echo dollar num1. Here you can see I have used double quotes in order to display this welcome to PHP. But here, this is a variable name. No, I don't use double quotes. In case if you use double quotes, what happens? What will happen then? So shall I show what happens to it? Then it is still use 10. The date, the value is still using. But if I just delete this, what happens? What happens now? Will it make error? No, it still makes 10. Maybe normally you have experience like in MySQL or something like that. Once you use double quotes, then it used just like dollar now. It will print as it is. No, in the PHP, maybe you feel like that. No, in PHP, even within double quotes or not, it will shows the value. But I'm strongly advising you because some other errors will occur. Because of that, if you use variable name, don't use double quotes. Don't use double quotes, right? It will just show this is. And if I want to get the next line, we'll say echo dollar num2. I'm going to display that as well. So then it will display as 10.5. However, it is in the same line. I want to break the line. So what is I have to do? Here, I want to add the BR tag now. BR tag must insert it in double quotes. Huh? BR tag must insert it in double quotes. So then you have to concat. I'm using dot here. Concat, it means adding another line. I'm not making you complex, right? I'm just saying if you want to, you can do like this. I'm showing how you have to do. So then BR, if you feel like this is concatenation, adding, if you feel like it is complex, then just do like this. Echo, another echo tag, double quotes. Here I'm using BR. Same thing, if you want to it in the same line, just dot and after that, otherwise echo within double quotes BR. Then it will goes to 2 lines. Right. This is my developed program about, this is about variables. Variables. Right. So this is one variable and the another variable. This is integer. This is a decimal number. But I don't add int, float, nothing. Just only dollar num1, dollar num2. Just only these two, dollar num1 and dollar num2. Right. Now you know about echo statement. No? Why we are using echo? a way to get output, a way to get output. So here in this program, if you write, if you show this one as, it will print as I love programming, and PHP is fun is in the H2 blocks, it will make it much bigger, some much bigger fonts. And here it has used a BR tag, right? It will goes to the next one. Right. Now this is your turn. You act a small activity for you. Declare two variables as $A is 10, $B is 20, and print the total. Print the total. This is your turn. Do it and send me your program. ඔන්නවට පොඩි challenge එකක් තියෙනවා. $A, $B කියලා variable දෙකක් declare කරගන්න. $A 10යි, $B 20යි. Total එක print කරලා මට එවන්න code එක. Just send me the code. I will show, this is a question, right? $A is 10, $B is 20, print the total. This is how my program is works. Just you have to say, and get the total. Then already total ගන්න එහෙම Java program එහෙම clear තියෙනවා. Give it a try, and if it works, you can send me the coding. I'll give you just 2-3 minutes. Right, every one of you just give a try. Yeah? Okay. Yes, very good. I think your coding is right. I will just copy your code, and I'm going to give a try whether your coding is correct, right? I think that is correct. So I will get a new file. So this is your correct code, Darika. So I will give a try. So I'm going to save another file to my pro folder. We'll save this as total.php. Right. I'm saving your program as total.php. She has declared two variables 10, 20, and just $A plus $B. We'll check whether this is working. My pro, I'm just adjusting the URL total.php. Right. It's just 30. Yes, very good. That is what I just want. Just declare two variables and get the total. Correct. Your code is correct. Right? Your code is correct. I will show the code that I expected the same thing, but little is very little difference there. Actually, this is correct. We are using this one. But if you can, it means more formally, more structurally, if you need to, if you make it more structured way, then you can use like this. We can create another variable like $total. Right? I'm adjusting your code. Here, I can use $A plus this statement, $A plus $B to the total variable. After that, we can print $total. Maybe you thinking that is extra line is added now. But it is more formal, it is more structuring way of programming, isn't it? So that's why we do. Because if we going to do more complex coding, then getting the variable again for this specific task will be manageable our coding more. And it is readable. That is why. So every time if we can get to a variable and after that displayed, that will be better. Because when we are doing some huge projects, then it is easy to manage. That's why. Otherwise, your coding is perfectly correct. We are taking that line coding also in some cases. However, this is more manageable way. Right. එතකොට එයා මට යොපු කෝඩින් එකේ totally correct. හැබැයි මම තව චුට්ටක් ඒක පිළිවෙල කළා. ඩොලර් total කියලා variable එකකට අරගෙන ඒක display කළා. එතකොට ඒක අර ගොඩක් manageable නේ. ඒ නිසා. Right. I will drop this coding in the chat box. ඔයාර coding ටිකම වෙනම එකතු කරගන්න ඕනේ කියලා දෙයක් නැහැ. දැන් it doesn't want to just copy and paste coding all the things. But in that case, if you miss some things, that I'm putting it in the chat box. If you are listening to the recording later, no need to ask, send the codings, right? So I'm not keeping these in the especially I'm not saving these programs, all the things. But if anyone need, you can ask, but you can just type it within yourself, right? No need to send, but if you are in the live sessions for more benefits and if you need, I'm just sending it coding. But in that case, if anyone need also, you can get that. Right. Next. Next, we are going to talk about var dump. What is mean by var dump? This is a new concept for you, right? Var dump. Var dump function returns the data type and the value. As we already said, it doesn't mean PHP have data types. PHP data types තියෙනවා. PHP data types නෑ කියලා කිව්වේ නෑනේ. අපි PHP වල data types declare කරන්නේ නෑ කියලා විතරයි කිව්වේ. දැන් අපිට තියෙනවා කිව්වට ওই data type එක හොයාගන්න විදිහක් තමයි මේ. Even though we don't declare data type, it doesn't mean that PHP don't have data types. It have. If we want to find out which data type that PHP use for this, we can use inbuilt-in function called vardump. අපිට මේ vardump කියන inbuilt-in function එක අපිට මෙතන use කරන්න පුළුවන්. So we'll look what is vardump function. So it returns data type and the value. Return data type and the value. Shall I use the vardump function here? Var dump. Var dump. Var underscore dump. And within the brackets. This is an inbuilt-in function. It is not a user-built function. මේක මම හදපු function එකක් නෙමෙයි මේ inbuilt-in function එක. It is int. It is int shows the data type. If you want to check the data type of a variable, you can use vardump function. You can use vardump function. Shall I use another file? Another one will say data type datatype.php. I'm creating a new file. No need to create all the new files. I'm just creating that. And we'll say I'm declaring some of the variables. 10. We'll say this one is 10.5. Right? And also we'll say dollar my name equal. We'll use my name here. Right. I'm going to check echo $A $A. I want var dump $A. It means I'm going to check the data type and the data value of the $A. Just like I'm going to check all those things. Var dump $B. Also var dump my name. We'll check. I'm going to open a new file, datatype.php. Shall I add the br in order to check it? Dot. So if you want to use in the same line, dot br. Within double quotes, you have to add br. Dot double quotes br. We are saying this dot means concatenating, adding the same content. Right. First one is int. It is integer. Value is 10. Next one is 10.5 means float. It is a decimal number. No? It has identified that it's. See? And the next one is string because this is a text value. No? Correctly it shows what is the data type. This is the usage of var dump function. I will send the code in the chat box as well. Just check whether it works in your end as well. මේකම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ, මේ code එකම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. It doesn't want to keep the same code. You can type in any place var dump function and check whether it works also in your end. Right. And also if you have any issues, you can ask. If you have any issues, any places, doubts, you can ask, right? Okay. We'll move to the basic operators now. Right. So in the basic operators, there are arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, increment operators, logical operators, as well as string operators as well. So we are going to talk about arithmetic operators. So these things are not new to you. You can use addition. You already use addition, right? So because you have find out the total already. Subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, or the remainder. Can you remember this one? 10 modulus 3 means we have get the same examples in the previous sessions, I think, right? 10 modulus. So 10 for the modulus operator, this one. This one is maybe something new to you now, but it is not actually new, but maybe it is, maybe you have forgotten some things like this. 10 modulus, it is just like the presentation mark here. 10 modulus 3. 10 modulus 3 means 10 divide by 3, and what is the remaining? Once you divide 10 from the 3, answer is 3, remaining 1. No? The answer is 1. So this is the remainder operator. 1, answer is 1. That is we call modulus. And exponential. Exponential means resulting of raising $x to $y. $x to $y. If you say 2, $x to y. 2 asterisk marks is 3 means 2 to the power 3. Power 3. 2 to the power 3. Exponential. So these are the arithmetic operators. Just you have to learn about what is the meaning of these things, and it is easy for it. Right. Then you asked to develop a program to check the remainder when 10 is divided by 3. So we have already done it. So 10 is divided by 3 using modulus operator. Develop a program to check remainder when 10 is divided by 3. Do it yourself. So it means use variables. $A equal 10, $B equal 3. And after that take it into the variable and show the result. Likewise do the steps. ඔයා මෙන්න මේකට program එකක් හදන්න. ඒකට $A හෝ මොකක් හරි x හරි ගන්න 10. $B මොකක් හරි ගන්න. ඒකට variable එක assign කරන්න 3. ඒ දෙකේ result එක apply කරගන්න modulus operator එක. ඊට පස්සේ result එක පෙන්නන්න. right? Have you done it? So this, just you have to assign the values and after that apply the operator. Right, good. I will check with your code. These are very simple programs, but you have to learn from there, right? Then as a language, we have to be very competent with this. මේ PHP හොඳටම ඔයාලට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද මේකෙන් ඔයා ෆයිනල් ඉයර් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක් හරි ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න තත්ත්වයකටම ඔයාට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. Right. This is a simple program that write it. Okay. Dollar $num10, dollar $num23 remainder, apply the operator and echo remainder. Correct. Your program is correct. You can save this as, we'll say, remainder.php or activity.php or anything. Right. I will check whether it is displays the correct result as 1. Remainder.php. So the correct result is 1. Yeah, it shows here. So only with PHP you can write programs, right? No need to add the HTML. But in the case if you want to add it to a website or if you want to develop it as project, then you can use HTML tags and those things as well. Right. I will send that coding also for the chat. Right. So that is about remainder. Right. Assignment operators. The next one is assignment operators. We have already discussed these things. X equal y. Or maybe x plus equal y means what? X equal x plus y. This one. We have discussed these things also. What does mean this? So whether it is actually x equal x plus y, is it correct? In the sense of we'll say x is 5, y is 10, then whether 5 is equal 10. Is it so? What does it say? No, that is not the thing here. It means x is the variable now. X plus 5, if we add it and again put it into the x variable, x position, that is called in this expression. It doesn't mean x value and x plus y is equal. It means x is added to the y and put that total value to the x, applying that, assigning that value to the x. So this called like that. එතකොට දැන් මෙතන x 5යි නම් 5 10ට එකතු කළා ඒ 15 කියන එක නැවත assign කරලා x ට. ඒකයි මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ. You can write it as in short way like this. Is keeping this x twice. ඔයාට x දෙපාරක් ලියන්න නැතුව ඔයාට short way එකෙන් ලියත හැකි x plus equal y. Likewise, all the things in the assignment operators you can write it in the short way without repeating x. X or that same variable. එකම variable එක නැවත repeat නොකර shorthand ක්‍රමයෙන් ඔයාට මේක ලියත හැකි x minus equal y. This expression x multiple equal y. This expression x divide equal y. This expression x modulus equal y. So these all are we call assignment operators. Assignment operators. We'll create a small program from that as well in assignment operators. I will develop a small program. We'll save it as operators.php. Right. If I create a variable, we'll say $x equal 10. Right? $y equal 20. If I want to say $x equal $y, x plus $y. It means 10 plus 20, 30. That 30 is assigned to $x. Right? 30 is assigned to $x. If I want to echo this expression, if I say operators.php, Here both are $x. No, so here echo. It's better if I can get the output in the next line, but it also shows 30, right? Here also it shows 30. In the first time it was a spelling mistake, but more than that, it is better if you can use echo $x in the next line. Then it will be clear. Or else you can use like this. You don't want to repeat this $x, but you can write $x plus equal y in shorthand way. $x plus equal y. So this means actually $x equal $x plus $y, the same expression, $y, right? So then you can keep echo here. In the next line, you can just get echo $x. So it will show the same results as 30. The same result is shown here, 30. Likewise, this. Right. So these are about the assignment operators. And very interesting thing is here, this is assignment operators, no? And comparison operators. We can use some, we'll discuss about these things later, about equal marks, identical equal. We're going to talk about later. But before that, I'm going to talk about increment and decrement operators. Can you remember the same thing we have learned in the Java? Increment, decrement. So this is, there are some things like pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement. You have to learn all the differences here. This is very important thing. You have to learn the differences here, right? I will show this one with we'll say it's better if we can get to a new file. So these assignment operators, I'm going to drop it in also the chat box. I'm not asking to save all the programs. If you want, you can. I will use another new file to teach you about the increment and the decrement operators because those are very important thing. We'll say operators too. Right. Here I'm declaring $x. So my $x is, what is the value? 10. If I use echo $x, can you give me the answer of this? What will be displayed? Echo $x? What will be displayed? Just give me answers in the chat box, otherwise you will not learn some things. Yeah, it will be echo $x means simply, yeah, 10. It will be 10. Okay, now try to understand what I'm going to do, right? This $x, I will use plus plus. Plus plus. Plus plus means what? Adding 1. Plus plus means what? Adding 1. Adding 1. Adding 1. Right? Then, what will be the value of this? Maybe if you have previous knowledge, you can use that, right? Okay. Adding 1 means, yeah. Adding 1 means it should be 11, no? Right. But if I use these operators to my file is operators too, let me use that localhost mypro operators 2.php. Is still 10 no, but I have said that I have added 1. Why it is still 10 then? Then if I use $x here, see what happens. Shall I add the BR in order to make it? So I will add the BR tag also in between. No? Here I'm adding a BR tag. So I said that here we have added 1, but still that line is 10. And the next line it is shown as 11. Next line it is shown as 11. What happens there? මොකද ඒ උනේ? මෙතන මං කියවන එකක් ඇඩ් කරනවා කියලා. ඒත් එතන මොකක්ද අපිට දුන්නේ රිසල්ට් එක? රිසල්ට් එක මේ ලයින් එකේ 10යි. ඊළඟ line එකේ තමයි ඒකේ වෙනස පෙවුනේ 11යි කියලා. This line it shows the result as 10. In this the next line it shows the result as 11. Adding 1 done after ending the line. Operation is doing adding 1. Yes, it is true, but it shows after the ending the line. So we call post increment, post after ending line. So because within this line it will show 10, after that it will add 1. After displaying it will add 1. Because of that in the next line it shows result is 11. Did you get? So this is we call post increment, post increment, increment, post increment. And if I get another example, we'll say this is pre-increment. I'm going to use pre-increment. So in pre-increment, let me use, we'll say $y, right? Echo $y. Here echo $y and echo $y plus plus is in the, in previously I'm using plus plus, right? We'll say $y is equal to 20. So here pre-increment, pre-increment, it will shows the result within that line. Within that line itself, it will add 1 as well. So this is also add in 1. Add in 1. Here result will show in the next line. So I'm adding comments there, right? So here add in 1, results will show within same line. That's the difference. Results will show within the same line. Let me show it. Now 21. The same line result will show. Result will show within the same line. Shall I add another BR here? Did you get what I'm saying? Plus plus, postfix and the pre-increment. Post increment and the pre-increment. Here plus plus. Add in 1 after the line. Here plus plus is in the pre-increment, in the beginning. Add in 1 in the same line. Add in 1 in the same line. So there is not just only plus plus, minus minus also. We call post decrement, pre-decrement. The same thing, post decrement and pre-decrement. If it is so, can you guess the output of this? Guess the output of this. I'm going to run this program. What will be the output? Guess කරලා කියන්න බලන්න. $x is 10 echo $x plus plus. What is the output? Okay. What about others? Just guess. What will be the output? No need to type by your end. Just I'm asking you to guess in this. Yeah. Because this is what? This is post increment. No? Then it will show 10. But it doesn't say it already becomes 11 after the ending the line. After the ending the line. Right? Good. Then guess this output as well. What will be the output of this coding? $x equal 10. This is pre-increment plus plus $x. What will be displayed here? A new program, right? Not the same one as earlier. අලුත් එක. මේකේ මොකද්ද output එක වෙනව ඇත්තේ? What will be the output of this? Plus plus $x. Plus plus එක ඉස්සරහට දාලා තියෙනවා. Yes, of course, it must be අරක 10 නම් මේක 11 වෙන්නම ඕනේ නේද? මේක ඉදිරියටනේ ප්ලස් ප්ලස් එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ. It has comes plus plus in front of $x, no? Yes, right. If it is so, I'll give you some 1-2 minutes. හොඳට හිතලා බලලා මේකේ ආන්සර් එක දෙන්න. හැබැයි මේකවා ටයිප් කරන්න නම් එපා. Just get you for just get this code and don't type this. Don't type and check. Just guess this and give me the answer for this. $x equal 10, $x plus plus equal plus plus $x. Just get some 1-2 minutes to think. Think deeply, think correctly, and give me the answer here. Every one of you, I need some answers from you. What will be the answer of this code? Right, I'll check your answers. Okay. I'll give you some few more minutes, just 1-2 minutes. Again, double check. Maybe if you are very confident with your answer, then okay. Again, double check and think. Don't type this, huh? Don't type this. What I have said to you is pre-increment, post-increment, everything is there. Pre-increment is also there, post-increment is also there. And adding one is not skipping of any post increment or pre increment. Both are adding one. That operation is doing. Na? Only the problem is when it is happening. And think about your answer, whether it is a logical answer that you have given. So it says 10. No? How it can be 10 still? If you are saying answer is still 10, any fair reasons for that? 10 කියලාම කියන අයගෙන් මං අහන්නේ. ඔයා හිතලා බලන්නකෝ 10 මේ එකක් එකතු වෙලා 10ම තියෙන තැනක් තියෙනවද නැත්නම් මේ අන්තිම තැනම අහන්නේ මේ ඉපෝ කියලා අන්තිමට මෙතනින් එවනවා එක. හරි 10 කියලා මොයාට confidently හිතනවා නම් 10 වෙන්න හේතුවත් ඔයාගේ හිතේ ඇති. හරි ඉතින් මේක post increment එකක් නේ. ඒක 10ම කියලා පේන්න එපයි කියලා හිතනවා ඇති. හොඳට බලන්න කෝඩින් එක. again double check. Every one of you double check. If you say 11, again double check. Right? Again double check whether your answer is correct. Don't type this. ඔයා හොඳට හිතලා බලන්න line එකෙන් line එක හිතලා බලන්න මෙතනින් එකක් එකතු වෙනවා. ඒක ඒ තැනදී display වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් ඊළඟ තැනට යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා හිතලා බලන්න. So it will add at one, but it will not display in the same line. But after that line, what happens? Just think. Again, rethink your answers and say, send answers for me. Correct answer. Don't type it. ඔයාට මේක පොඩි වෙලාවෙන් type කරලා බලද්දී හැකි type කරන්න එපා. Just think the answer again, re-evaluate the answer and send it to me. Okay. Uh, no change in answers. No changes in answers. The same thing. You are very confident with the answers. Is it so? Okay, let me test. let me say you before that I will explain this code. Once again, if you are changing your answers, you can say. So this is 10. No? Okay. Then what happens from this line? It will add 1 or not? Definitely it will add 1. Definitely it will be add 1. Then it goes to the 11, but it will, I said what? It will not shown within this line itself. ඒක මේ line එකේ පෙන්වන්නේ ඒක හරි. ඒක හරි. ඒක හරි. Right, your answer is correct, Odarika. Now you have got the point. මම මෙතන echo දැම්මද? මෙතන echo දැම්මද? නෑ. I didn't use echo in this line, no. Did I use echo in this line? No. If I use echo in this line, what will display? Definitely it will be displayed still 10. Your answer is correct. In that way, if I use echo here, මම මෙතන echo එක දැම්මනම් හරි 10 කියලාම පෙන්නයි නේද? හැබැයි මේක 11 වෙලා කියලා අමතක කරන්න එපා. මම මෙතන echo දැම්මද? නෑ. echo දාලා නැති නිසා එතන display වෙන්න දෙයක් තියනවද? නෑ. හැබැයි යා 11 වෙනක නවත්තනවද? නෑ. line එක end වෙනවත් එක්කම එයාගේ මේ 11 වෙච්ච value එක එයා ගන්නවද නැද්ද? ගන්නවා. දැන් ඊළඟ තැන ඉන්න එක්කෙනා මේ $x දැන් කවුරු වෙලාද ඉන්නේ? Then $x is goes to 11 no? Because in the upper line it has set in post increment plus plus means after the end in the line it has added 1. Now it's 11. And once it comes to here, within this plus plus also pre-increment. It goes to another, adding another one and displaying in the same line because it is pre-increment. Now the answer must be what? 12. Did you get what I am saying? It answer comes as 12. Answer is 12. Only one of you have given the correct answer. And also she is also give first after the change in the answer give the 12. So think why you not able to think about that. If you have any questions, නෑ මේක මෙතන මෙහෙම වෙන්න එපා. මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ ඇයි වගේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවනේ. If you have no, this must be like 11. No, this is the. If you have any point of view that your answer is feel like still confident with your answer, you can ask why this 12 is happens line by line evaluate. I just line by line evaluate. I just do the evaluation of line by line. This is 10, yeah. This is adding 1 after the ending of the line. මේ line එක පිට පනිනවත් එක්කම 11 වෙලා ඉවරයි. Just after the ending line it has 11. But here if you display echo, then it will be 10. It is true. But it added 1. Then when it comes to the next line, it also 11. And here, once again adding 1, and it goes to 12. As it is pre-increment, it will display as 12 as it is. Is it clear? Or need any more explanation? Is it clear? If you have still doubts, you can ask. තාම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න පුළුවන්. Right, okay. If you have still doubts, you can ask. තාමත් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් මෙතන අහන්න පුළුවන්. මේක හොඳටම ක්ලියර් කරගෙන යන්න. මොකද අපිට ඉදිරියේදී මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්න බෑ. ඉදිරියේදී මේක හොඳටම ක්ලියර් වෙන්න ඕනේ. If you still having issues, you can ask. Right, okay. So I have skipped one slide now. So let me again go to that slide. Increment before that, comparison operators. These things we are going to talk actually whether it is equal, this one do something with if operators, combining with the if operators, we can use these comparison operators whether it is equal or not. Right, whether it is equal or not. But we'll do some small programs also for that. For the comparison operators. So did I send this program? I will send this program also. I didn't remember whether I have sent this already. I will again send this program also. There are some comments also, small notes also within there. If anyone need, you can use that as well. Right. So the next one is comparison operators. So in comparison operators, I'm again assigning some two variables. We'll say $10 and also a B is equal 20. No, we'll say again 10, 10, 10, right? And I'm checking $A double equal, see, double equal $B. Whether $A is double equal to $B. So actually these are we are normally using with if operators like that. You can use if operators, those things, right? Whether it is equal or not. It is more meaningful if we can use with if operators. It shows 1. 1 means true. Huh? It shows 1. 1 means true. Here, this is also 10. No? This is also 10. 1 means true. Take it as like that. 1. It shows as 1. No? It means true. True. This is 10. This is also 10. No? Right. Then dollar we'll say C equal within double quotes 10. Within double quotes 10. Double quotes. Huh? This is also equal to 10, but within double quotes. Then this is 1. It means true. 1 means true. Before that, we'll say another, before that, before this one. We'll say dollar C equal to 20 before this one. So now I'm checking whether dollar A is equal to dollar C. Dollar A is equal to dollar C. I will use BR operator here. Dollar A is equal to dollar C. It will not display in the things. It means it is false. It is false. But in order to check this one in a meaningful way, shall I use, as this is in a meaningful way, you have already know about it, no? Because of that, I will use if operator. Otherwise, it will not show a good result. That's why. Yeah? If, we'll say if dollar $A, this will be meaningful in the program. Whether is equal to dollar $B. If dollar $A equal to dollar $B, we will say yes. We will say else part. Else, you already know if block in the previous languages, no? If it is not, we will say no. Dollar $A equal to dollar $B. Here it will show as yes. Yes. Because 10 is equal to 10, no? Right. My next one is we'll say dollar A is equal to dollar C. Yes or no? I will comment this one. So how to comment? I will comment these things. I don't want to exclude now this part on. Whether this is yes or no. Dollar A is equal to dollar C. Yes or no? Give me the answers. Whether dollar A is equal to dollar C. What is your answer? Yes or no? Dollar A is equal to 10. Dollar C is equal to 20. Simple question. Yeah. It will be exactly, it will be no, right? It will be no. Shall I refresh and check? No. Right. It is true. No. Then I will check whether dollar A is equal to another variable I'm going to add, right? Dollar D is equal to double quotes 10. It is also 10, but within double quotes. It is also 10, but within double quotes. Then what happens? I will change the same code. $A is equal to $D. What is your answer? Don't type it, just guess. $A, $D. Whether it will take as yes or no. Okay, you are saying it will take as yes. Okay. Very good. Both of you, one of you are saying yes and one of you are saying no. We'll check what will be the answer. It is yes. It is yes. But what happens why you say no? Because what is the difference of these things? Maybe that is also feel like so, but it says yes. But what is the difference of this? Whether the value or the data type? Whether these two variables $and $t differs from the value or differs from the data type. මොකෙන් දෙක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ data type එකෙන්ද value එකෙන්ද whether it's differ yeah data type so හොඳට මතක් තියාගන්න remember it deeply with this double equal it doesn't check the data type. It doesn't check the data type, only check data value. But if I use triple equals, equal mark, once again equal mark, then what happens? Then your answer is correct. So then it says no. Why? We call this one identical equal. Identical equal. It means it checks both data type, both data value as well as data type. So double equals checks only data value, only value, checks only the value, right? But this triple equal marks checks data type also. Here, if you have triple equal marks, it checks data type also. That is the difference. And one scenario it says yes, equal. In the next scenario it says no. I will use echo BR key. Double equal marks giving yes. Double equal. We call that is equal. This is identical equal. It checks data value as well. Identical equal. It checks data value as well. That is the difference. Right. So this is, we have discussed about these things. Comparison operators, right? In comparison operators, that is really important. Equal and identical. This is equal mark. This is identical mark. And apart from that, not equal. It means not equal. If we say in this one, in the very first one, this is equal, no? Yes. If we say if it is not equal, then it will give no. It is equal, no? This one. Equal. PR. I commented that line. So I again, if I use this block, this is yes. And if I use $A is not equal to $D. $A is not equal to, we'll say $C. We know that it is not equal. $A is 10, $C is 20. Not equal. Not equal. Yes, it is not equal. No, it is not equal. No, if it is so, it will give yes. Because it says $A is not equal to $C. Yes, it is. It will give us yes. It will give us yes. $A is not equal to $C. It will give us yes. It is not equal mark. This is how we use not equal. So these operators, we'll going to learn more about these comparison operators when we are doing some if blocks, those things when we are talking. Again, we are going to talk about this operator section. Because operators, we can't describe only within that area, but also we have to get some coordinates like if blocks, while blocks in there, we are using this operators actually. Right. Okay, so we have done these things as well. And the logical operators. Logical operators, can you remember even not in the programming, we have learned about and or not in some in computer systems as well, isn't it? We have used and or not operators. And is true if both operators are correct? True. Operator, what happens? If either one of that is true, then the output is true. Right? And after that, XO and other and or not operators also we check with these and if true if both X and Y are true. So these and or this and you can use it in the wording or you can use with this notification. Mostly you have to use with this notification, this notation. With this notation you have to use and or not. And කියන්නෙ මොකක්ද? ඔක්කොම ඉන්නෝනේ හරියන්න. And means all must present, all must true to get a true out. O means at least one is there, then you can get the true output. O. Right. If you can remember that, what will be the output? Make output එකක් නැද්ද? If there is no output, if it is so blank, or even if it is error, or maybe there is will print hello world, what will be the output of this code? So this is what is the notation. O operator. This is O operator. It asks whether $x is equal to 100 or $y is equal to 80. Then it will display hello world. Guess the output blank or maybe print hello world or maybe error or any other output. You can guess now. This is O operator. In O operator, the condition is at least one condition is satisfied, then it will display it. What will be the output? Yeah, it will print hello world. Yes. If you type it and check, it's true. Because at least one condition is satisfied, then it will work, right? Because this $x is equal to 100. No? So if it is so, no need to check the other side as well. It will print as hello world. Correct. What about this? With the AND operator, the same coding with the AND operator, what will be the output? The same code with the AND operator, what will be the output? Yeah, with the same coding, yeah, nothing will be displayed. Yeah, it's true. Nothing will be displayed. Empty screen only, right? Nothing will be displayed. Nothing will be displayed. Yeah, nothing will be displayed. Okay. Next one, about the concatenation. You already know, as I said, concatenation. I already said some things about the concatenation. We have added concatenation using dot operator. You can use concat, adding two tests together. And actually we have get to adding BR, we use concatenation. Likewise, there are two tests, separate two tests are there, hello and the word. You can concat these two with this dot operator. You can concat with these two with the dot operator. I will show some programs as well. If you need this program also, I will send if you need only. So these are all the concepts we have discussed. But in that case also, if you need the program, I am sending it in the chat box. Right, we'll look some concatenation operations as well. I'm opening PHP. Right, concatenate.php. So if I declare variable, we'll say test, one test, and the another test I'm declaring as id $txt2. This is, we'll say $txt1, text1. This is test2. I'm using the ID. So there is two different words, no, two different segments. I'm going to add echo $txt1 dot $txt2. Then both are will display in the same one. It is displayed as a one word, but actually there is two words. And if you want to have some space between this, what you have to do? You can use dot operator, and here it's space, can keep a space like this. So you have concat space and after that the word. Maybe in the program, some projects, you may need some like this. And then it will give us a space in between, right? Space also in between. If you don't want to keep the space, just you can use dot operator, and after that without this space, as I already said, only one dot operator, and just use this one. If you don't want to keep a space in between. And here, shall I use BR tag to show the in the first line, it doesn't have any spaces. In the second line, there is space. Right. This is about concatenation. And this is concatenation assignment. It means concatenating and assign that word to another variable. Here what happens is you have to learn about what does happen here in the coding, right? මේක ඔයා තේරුම් ගන්නකොට code එකෙත් මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Hello and the world. There are two different words. Two different words. And this one is concatenated to test one. Now test one have both of those words. It means this is actually what is? Dollar txt1 equal $txt1 plus $txt2. $txt1 plus $txt2. That is assigned into $txt1. Did you get what I'm saying? Can අපි මේ දෙකම එකතු කරලා එකකට assign කළා, just like the assignment operators that we have already learned. So let me show this one. So in this case, in the next one we'll say, I will comment these lines, right? I don't want to delete it. I will comment it. Right. Now you can ignore that part because it has commented. So like this, we'll say, I want to use $txt1 equal $text1, $txt1 equal $txt1 dot $txt2. I have added both these things together and put to $txt1 here. And after that, I can echo $text1 only. Now text1 have both these words. Now text1 have both these words. Right? It is just like $x equal $x plus $y. We have discussed that earlier as well. And also, if you want, you can don't use this long way. You can write it in a short way, as we already learned. $txt1 dot equal $txt2. That's the shorthand way of writing this long expression without repeating $txt1, $txt1 twice. මේක මේ $txt1, txt1 කාලා දෙපාරක් repeat නොකර එකපාර ඔයාට මේ විදිහට ලියන්න. The same result, nothing changes, right? So that is we call concatenation assignment operator. Concatenation assignment operator. Right. The next thing we are moving to next day. I didn't get any break today, and I will going to wind up the session because conditional statement we are going to discuss in the next day. That is also you already know. So we'll move to, because this is a new section, no? We'll move to in this one next day. And from the next day, your classes will be on Sundays from 9 to 2. And also the web session, and also we'll take web sessions 2 3 weeks, and after that parallelly we are moving to DSA subject as well, as I already said. And this, once again I'm saying, is semester 3 is this subject is someone interesting subject, all other subjects are like that, but having some advanced concept you are going to learn some. It means to the real value of the BIT degree comes from the second year. So that's why I asked to everyone, if you are doing, that will be great opportunity for you, because and also for the final year, the basis is for semester 3 and 4, right? So when you are moving to final year, if you have good knowledge about this, of course, then your projects, those things will be really easy and interesting for you, right? And some, maybe when you are learning DSA subjects, DMS subject, you may feel some heavier more than these things. But those things are really valuable subjects. Otherwise, that IT degree is not useful if you are not learning these concepts well. And also, another special thing about semester 3 is you will get structures papers, not only the MCQs. MCQ papers plus structures papers are there in the semester 3. So you have to write answers, not only MCQ papers. Both MCQ papers and the structures papers will be there, right? So you must, maybe you asked to write some codings also. It doesn't mean you have to read by heart. It means you have to remember coding. I'm not agree with that. If you're familiar with the coding, you can write it. It doesn't matter whether to type or write. That doesn't matter if you're familiar with the coding. If you're not familiar, then it will be very hard to do. But don't take it in the wrong way. We have to remember the codings as well. This is not practical. Don't say in that way. This is really practical. If I say, can you write the if block? If this is correct, display us. If this is not, then display no. Can you or cannot? Of course you can, isn't it? Because you know that. Because you concept no, maybe you will miss some semicolon or something like that when you are writing it. That doesn't matter. It will okay. But if you're really familiar with the coding, the logic, the concept, the way of the if block, it is not hard to remember. So mostly in the semester 3, they are in the papers asked to write the codings also. For writing codings, we don't want to remember. You have to practice it. Practice. Then it is really, sometimes maybe it is really easy for you to more than remembering, right? Because you practice that one, then you have to just apply. Right. I'm saying the same thing in the සිංහල. එතකොට ඔයා semester 3 එකේදී මට ඒක starting එකේදී කියන්න අමතක වුණා. semester 3 එකේදී ඔයාට codings එම ලියන්න එනවා. මොකද structure paper එකකුත් එක්ක MCQ paper එකක් එන්නේ. MCQ paper එකක් එනවා, structure paper එකකුත් එනවා. එතකොට ඔයාට ඒක ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඒක දෙන paper එකේ දෙන space එකේ ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට coding එකක් ලියන්න එහෙම එයි. දැන් ඔයාලට මං කිව්වොත් if block එකක් ලියන්න කියලා ඔයාලට අමාරු නෑනේ. ඔයා ඒක දන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා practice වුණොත් ඒක පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා අනිත් එක තමයි, තව මම ඒක කිව්වේ නෑ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්, last moment වලින් වෙනකම් ඉන්න එපා. So I'm again advising you to don't wait until the last moment, until results come from the semester, to don't wait until that. You have to work from the very beginning, because semester 3 is a higher semester and you have a lot of works to do. And also, I'm promising you that I will dedicate from the very beginning, because otherwise we can't end up the content, because there is huge content. Not like in SEM 1 or SEM 2, there may be huge content. However, we have a long period for the exams. We have a long period. Within this year, again, you don't have semester 3 exams. Huh? It is on the next year. We have such a long period. But we have also heavy load. Don't forget that. Because of that, I'm asking you to do it from now. in any case, if you can't go to the semester 3, in any case, but I hope all of the students who are with me, you can go. But in that case, because you are the student who pays for the exams, maybe you have some issues whether I can go to sem 3, because that is year is different, no? So then don't just I will just come class after that I get result I will work. Don't keep in that mind, right? So work now, try to work now. If in that case it happens, some bad things happens, you can't go to sem 3, then what you have to do is, it doesn't mean your knowledge is not wasting, no. Even now, keep a good goal. Okay, I will learn Sem 3. In that case, write it in the next year. It's okay. In the next academic level. So, knowledge is not wasting, no. In that case, again, you have to re-sit for this level 1 exams and again go through that. However, most of the student, even some, maybe if you have just only doubts some with only one subject or like that, I'm advising you to don't think about you can't go. Mostly marks after the releasing marks get your decision. Until that you have to work. Otherwise, if the same is some students I have seen that after that they have passed for the next year, but they having very small time for the semester. That's why I'm saying දැන් ඔයා හිතින් එපා මේක මට ඇති වේද දැනට ඔහේ පොඩ්ඩක් ෂේප් එකේ කරන් යනවා මේක knowledge එක නවා වෙන course එකකට ගිහිලා ආයි ගෙවලත් ඔයා ඉගෙන ගන්න එකනේ කරන්නේ. ඒ නිසා ඔයාට හම්බෙච්ච chance එකෙන් ඔයා ඉගෙනගෙන යන්න. මොකද sem 3 එක අන්තිමට ඉගෙන ගන්න තියන්න එපා. last moment වැඩ කරන්න එපා. මම කොහොමත් ලොකු attention එකක් දෙනවා semester 3 4 වලට. ලොකු attention එකක් දෙනවා. මොකද අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒ තරම් deep support එකක් ඕනේ sem 3 4 වලට. ඉතින් ඒකින්ද ගිය years වලත් එහෙමයි. ඒතර ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට fail වෙන down වෙන අයට ලොකු support එකක් ලැබුණා sem 3 4 වලදී. මොකද sem 3 4 එකේ base එක හැදුවේ නැත්නම් ඔයාම තමයි අතරමං වෙන්නේ last year ගිහින්. ඒ නිසා අපි මෙතන ඉඳන්ම dedication එකකින් කරන්න සහ මගේ effort එක වගේම ඔයාගෙත් effort එකක් අනිවාර්යෙන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක මෙන්නම අපි work එකක් කරන් හරියට අපිත් project එකක් කරනවා වගේ ඔයාගේ support එකක් මට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමත් මම මේ special attention එකක් දෙනවා මොකද higher semesters නිසා. Right. Every one of you, I'm asking you to work and don't wait until results comes, until mood fits, right? Everything you have to work from today, and from the next week we are going to do it from 9 to 2, and after that we'll take a DSA subject also from next week or after a week, and I will let you know what are the modules we are going to do in the next week as well. Mostly it will be web, and if I can get, we'll try to get DSA subject also from the after a week. Right, and I'm asking you to participate live if you can. And some students are there, actually, they cannot, some work, jobs are there, some fair reasons, then okay. But I'm asking you to don't miss the recording. Follow the recording strictly. And if you have any issues, you have to resolve before the next week. Otherwise, if the workload is heavy, then you won't be able to do the semester 3. If you last moment doing all the things, that's okay for sem 1 and sem 2, but not for sem 3 and higher semesters, right? So you have to work today. It's right. I'm going to wind up the session, and we'll meet in the next week. I'll drop the presentations in the Google Drive after sending the presentation and those things. I will inform in the group. Okay. Right. Okay. Goodbye.